It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's going to be a good one. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of the playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done, but I think...
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll drop to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third down, 3 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll look to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Here's a toss, right side. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And his guys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. Sending a receiver right. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They send a receiver in motion left. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes him pay.
That one is caught by Campbell. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that one incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, They nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Number 6. A gain of 13 yards. Results in a first down.
They run it over center with Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Harris. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Harris. A gain there of 11. That's enough for a first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. His drive will start on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's in.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And his guys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. On the ground, this is Harris. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now this team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion left. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to air this one out. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. On play action, he'll set, and for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick-6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick-6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good, and his guys add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And a first down.
A run. Here's Harris. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down.
The pass. Complete.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense, and they set themselves up for third and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll run on second down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. So, fourth down, and out comes the field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And his guys add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Open man, right side. He's got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Campbell. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw yet again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Results in a 1st down.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Harris again. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
He'll tuck it and take off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this one's not going to help the cause. He is going backwards. Tackled back at the 8. 3rd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And now here comes the punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Dillon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one is caught by Campbell. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. And a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Back to the air one more time. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.